Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Okay, after a couple of grumpy readings, tried to look for something a little bit more lighthearted to read on and was wildly unsuccessful in my attempts. Instead, I think in this case, I'm going to look one more time at President Jimmy Carter. His family released a statement saying they felt the end for him was near. And I want to do one last sort of read on the energy around him before he passes. My wife was suspecting it will happen by Sunday. So I haven't really thought about it. I don't have a good, strong feeling one way or another. But let's honor one of our finest presidents with one more reading here. Now, it's funny if Gary and I were doing this as a twin tarot. When we grew up, my father would have said Carter was a terrible president and all that. Knight of Swords. His passing is going to be quick. It might even happen by the time this video is up. I usually put him up at midnight. He might have passed by then. Yeah, my father was a Republican. He didn't like Carter. He was a big Nixon fan. But over the years, getting your own political feet underneath you and everything like that, Carter had a really difficult situation, and he did well with it. And stuff that he also did well, he got no credit for, like freeing the hostages in Iran. Congress basically held everything up so that Reagan would be the one who'd be in office when the hostages were released. Just plain politics when that wasn't necessary, putting American lives at risk. So anyways, President Carter, let's do one last reading on him. Energy around President Jimmy Carter. Entertainment purposes only. Ace of Wands. A big action, a big push. Kind of a big event happening here. Crossed with the King of Wands. Not sure if we're getting a life reading here or his current situation, but it's somebody who took action, led by example, and it's almost like one last action to have happen. Underneath is the Queen of Pentacles. This could be, the hospice, nursing and taking care of him. This could even be Rosalind underneath it, But this might just be a summary of his life. He took big chances. He led by example, helping poor people, like building the houses and things along those lines as part of the Carter Foundation. In the past, we have the Knight of Cups, peanut farmer, governor of Georgia, and president of the United States. He took over the presidency, and double-digit inflation and double-digit unemployment ensued. But his heart was already in the right place. I mean, if you remember, the biggest scandals in the Carter administration involved his brother Billy and Billy's drinking. If that's the biggest, and his daughter Amy climbing trees, oh, what a time it was. Those terrible scandals. Current situation is the agreements. God, I might be getting both here. Let's do it as a political reading, and then I'll come back and look at it as a life reading here. Reaching across the aisle, trying to do things. He basically tried to do things that were in the best interest of the United States. Maybe in some ways it was naive or foolish, but he was trying to blaze a new trail. This is, again, post-Nixon, and trying to do things right after we had just dealt with the biggest corrupt event in U.S. history at that time. Oh God, this is coming right back to his life event. The World card. He brought the world closer together. Didn't the Middle East peace accords happen under his watch? I believe they did. Between like Anwar Sadat and oh God, I haven't done any research on this, and I was so young at the time. Hang on. Okay. Sorry, quick little research. Yes, the 1977 peace treaty between Israel and Anwar Sadat of Egypt. So I had the one person right. I still don't know who was leading Israel at the time, and the quick little Google searches weren't showing me that. Come on down again. So yeah, brought world peace. No, there's your peace accord right there. Took a long time, a lot of negotiations, brought world peace. Kind of his crowning moment. There you go. His crowning moment in this world was that peace treaty that was negotiated. I'm pretty sure the United States was involved in that. I'm telling you, this is both readings. And, you know, after that, he left the presidency. But here we go, because look at this, journeys and such. Okay, so one last action. He might get, sometimes when people have Alzheimer's, they get like that one last push of clarity where they can talk with their loved ones. But I think this is the last gasp. This is the last hurrah for President Jimmy Carter in here. Again, in the past, just a beautiful human being. As much as I'm, you know, given the grumpiness I've had with Mitt Romney in my reading, Greg Abbott, Ken Paxton, for the reading that's going on tonight with the pardoning of the BLM murderer, Marjorie Taylor Greene in all his ugliness. He conducted himself so beautifully. And he had a beautiful life. He made it a beautiful life. He was of service to all sorts of people, great and small. And now this is his final goodbye. You know, his contract is up. He's done what he needed to do. He's met his contract. It's time for him to start his next journey. Leaving this planet. He's probably already transitioning now. Leaving this planet and getting ready for whatever his next lifetime is. The lesson to be learned is here he is at the end. We have come full circle. He came down 99 years ago and now he's leaving and here he is going goodbye. The outcome is him leaving. He's leaving this planet, going back up there. And he'll be reunited with his wife and his loved ones. Okay. So, congratulations to Jimmy Carter. In this world, this tumultuous world we've lived in, you've been a beacon of decency in showing people how to live a decent life, how to be of service to people, and how to put your ego behind to help anyone and everyone. Truly a Christian who lived by Christian values. Now, whether he is Catholic or what flavor of Christianity, doesn't matter. He followed the teachings of Christ. Or insert any religious leader that you want, because the messaging typically is the same. You know, to be loving, to be kind, to be charitable, to be generous, to be respectful. You know, all those woke things. And he led by example on it. We should all be half or even a tenth as generous with our time and our service to people as Jimmy Carter. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. It's going to be a hard day when he goes, but may he be an inspiration to everyone. Have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye.